is up, everyone? It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming back at you with another Supreme Commander 2 cast. Hopefully you guys signed up for the StealSpeaks Open. I know a few of you have, about 7 people. Come on, guys. We need more players than that. And by the way, this was sent in by 2 of my friends. Well, one of them, but 2 of these players are actually people I used to play with back in the day. So let me introduce them. To the south, we got Shade with her commander, sitting pretty, doing, what was that? Eco? She is ecoing up. She is the teal Cybern commander. And her opponent, the crazy Aussie. I say he is crazy because he always comes up with these strange builds, and for some reason they work. I don't get this guy. He pisses a lot of people off. But I think he is a really good player. And he is doing a triple research station build against a Cybern. So that's GG, guys. So GG there for Aussie. You know what? It's over. Shade is already dropping down 4 land factories. GG out there, Aussie, because that's just crazy. A UEF player going triple research station build against a triple land factory build should be complete defeat for Aussie, like, there's no doubt. But we'll see how Aussie does, because you never know with this guy. He is one tricky character. Excuse me. One tricky character. But anyhow, guys, the map is Open Palms. I think I already mentioned that, but if I didn't, I'm making sure I did. So guys, be sure to sign up for the StealSpeaks Open 2016. I need players, because otherwise it won't be such a good tournament now, will it? But I already got some old faces. I got Knight of Misfortune. I think Alpha Hex even signed up. And hopefully it will be a fun match for a fun tournament for everybody. So if you don't think you are the most amazing player, that is totally cool. It's an open. They are players who aren't the best in the world. No one really is, well, except for Nuclear Pizza and Polar Bears. But they're a totally different story, and they haven't even signed up yet. So guys, it's anybody's match. So get that DLC going and sign up. The link will be in the description, the descriptions below. So Aussie's being himself, as he likes to describe himself sometimes when he does things like this. He is capturing Shade's mass extractor right in front of her face. Let's see if it actually happens. That orange bar, look at these loyalists coming to stop it, and they are too late. That engineer is successful, and that engineer is going to get murdered, but it appears Shade is not going for that engineer. Now, Aussie's getting some free mass. That's like a couple mass per tick. It appears Shade either has to walk over and capture it herself or destroy it, and she's making a decision to just take it out because it'll take too long, and that'll give Aussie a nasty advantage. And what's going on here? Okay, Aussie, what are you doing? These engineers have turrets on them, and they actually look kind of tough because there's 2 shots from them, and they have lots of health. I think Aussie went training, but that's a lot of freaking health, and the rate of fire isn't so good on the engineers, but it's still very interesting. It's quite an interesting choice for Aussie to make, because they're not going to be able to chase down bots. The bots are just going to run by these guys like they are no tomorrow. And there is a heavy point defense in the field to make this kind of a no-go zone for the bots. So all Shade really has to do is just defend. And I think Aussie stole this mass extractor, and then Shade stole this engineer. I'm sorry I missed that, guys. Shouldn't that engineer have some turrets on it? But alas, it does not. So Aussie is really trying to hold off these bots. These bots really should be microing, but these engineers could repair each other while fighting, which is absolutely ridiculous. That is almost overpowered. Is this a new meta here? I am not sure here, but Shade is building a mass extractor in Aussie's territory with his old engineer. That is a base in Aussie's base. Now, the energy generator right here is being built. I think Aussie really needs some energy because it only has that one energy generator. You need at least one per factory you have. How many does Shade have? She has 2, and she's getting a 3rd. I think she might need 1 more because she has 4 land factories on the field. And her units really should be... There's the other one. Oh, an intel gathering station. Her units, her engineers really should not be standing around like this guy right here. Should be either helping out that factory or expanding around the back, because she knows what her enemy has. Her enemy has these slow-moving tanks. They're very powerful. And I bet you a large number of point defense could do it, or better yet, air. These are probably very susceptible to air because they can't really move. A bunch of Gemini hitting right there will do a substantial amount of damage. But of course I'm only speculating here, but I bet you a lot of point defense and air would do some good. And I don't like doing a wall of point defense because they're almost pointless, but these things are so powerful. Why aren't the Brackmen there? Brackmen should be outranging these guys. Brackman would be a really great and practically free counter to those guys because they're not moving, just like Shade's ACU not helping. What is the ACU doing, and what is that engineer doing? Is that engineer helping? No. They are lazy folk in the game here, guys. Now, Shade is moving those fast bots. They're taking out some... That's a sad loss there for Aussie. That is painful. A research station, bringing him down on a more equal footing, taking out some mass extractors. That is a bad thing to lose. Now, these bots really need... Movement speed has been researched. Don't leave those bots right there, Shade. Oh my goodness. There are free kills there for that point defense. That point defense is getting free kills. Now, Aussie is seizing this opportunity, it looks like, to charge the base. There is Aussie's ACU in all his UEF glory, as all of Shade's units are back here trying to destroy the base. They really should be at least put on a patrol just to destroy everything there. Now, Shade is just sitting there. She AFK. Why aren't they point defense and shields going on these factories? These factories really need to be fortified because look what's coming. These little tiny engineers here, they could do so much damage in such little... It takes a little bit of a long time, but they could do so much damage. Look at them being repaired. That ACU is not going down because it could get repaired all day long. Now, some shields and a lot of point defense would do some good here. Now, and Brackman just hanging out in the back of the shields would do so much good work. Now, why aren't these units rushing back and trying to take out Aussie? Because Aussie's ACU wasn't back, but now it is right there in the center. And this is a beautiful build because those engineers don't move that much faster than the ACU. That ACU could just walk right up in there and do whatever the heck he wants with that wonderful radar installation right inside of Shade's base that he decides not to finish. Now, where is that structure detonate? That structure detonate would do some good here. Now, is that afterburner on the... That's afterburner, I think, on the engineers. I can't really tell, but they're focusing down Shade. Shade is in the yellow. Shade, I think, overstepped. She is in a lot of trouble. She's in the red, dropping down to 1,000 hit points, hunkering down. That was in vain, and boom, down she goes. All those engineers are sacrificed in Shade's nuclear holocaust right here. And there is Aussie walking around, walking out of that in the yellow pretty much unscathed. And he only has a research station and one mass extractor to his name. And Shade is nothing, of course, because that is what happens when you die in Supreme Commander 2. Shade, you did an awesome job. And if you guys remember, I played with Shade on pretty much the second StealSpeaks video ever. She was my partner against some really, really awesome players. And we almost didn't get out alive, but we did. So check that video out. I might even link it for you. I don't know if I will remember to do that, but please check out that video. If you know what, I will link it. Forget I said that. I'm just being silly, of course. But anyhow, guys, Aussie sent me in this video and this replay, and I saw who it was from. I definitely had to cast it because this guy was one of the better players, and so was Shade back in 1.25. These are some really, really great players. There are people who were in OSS with me way back in the day when we were one of the best clans. That was about, like, what, 4 years ago? My goodness, how time flies. But anyhow, guys, thank you so much, Austin. You played so well, as you always do, with your weird, crazy, outrageous builds. And awesome job, Shade. You kind of... You know what? I don't blame you, Shade, because going against somebody like Aussie with a build like that, you would just think it's so weak and would do nothing to you, so you would become kind of complacent, and I do not blame you for that because Aussie is a very surprising player, and that was a very surprising play from him, and he's done that to me many a time to very good effect. So awesome job, Aussie, and thank you for sending this replay. So guys, feel free to send in your replays to StealSpeaks@gmail.com, and make sure to sign up for my tournament. I will be sure to link the rule video in the description down below, and maybe even link it in the video, but you guys need to check out the rule video to see what is going on, and you guys have to 100% have to join in. It starts July 1st, so StealSpeaks Open 2016. It could be so much fun for you, and mainly because I don't see Nuclear Pizza or Polar Bears joining in, so anybody could take this one. So guys, this could be your tournament win because I don't see those players up in it, and if they are, expect them to do really well because they are some of the best players, but I haven't seen them playing, so who knows, maybe you can take it because who knows, maybe you are the best player right now. But anyhow, guys, please hit that up and join. So like always, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, family, and foes because they need something interesting to watch as well. And you know what, I love it when you guys comment my videos because you have been for the past several videos, and they are always welcome, always so much fun to hear from you guys. I love hearing what you guys are doing with your builds, and I love hearing you guys saying I want to be cast, because definitely it's an honor to have that desire and to actually be able to cast such good players as Aussie and Shade and Alpha Hex and Ares and Althus and all these great players that have been on here. So thank you guys, thank you so much, because I wouldn't have a channel if it weren't for you. So thank you again, and sign up for StealSpeaks Open 2016, and as always everyone, GG.